One in 5 Aussies has a convict in their family history. There are 168,000 of them that were sent here during the convict period, and we're kind of hoping that John's story, as it really comes to life in this ad, will inspire people to go back and look for that convict and find their own convict story.
The convict life on the shores was pretty brutal. They had very few supplies. The convicts themselves had been at sea for 255 days. They were knackered.
Very, very hard conditions. Not the best of food on the way as well. Few opportunities to get fresh vegetables and fruit. It was pretty tough.
So I suggested maybe we could do some sunburn and some peeling skin and dry lips to sort of break him down and look like he'd been, you know, through hell and back basically. I put some cuts around his wrists, some bruising, dirtied up all his fingernails, dirtied up under his hands, weathered with scratches and little nicks and cuts so that it looked like he'd been chained for a long time.
Yeah, it's all round, I look terrible.
Of the convicts that came to Australia, the majority of them were from the British Isles, Scottish, Irish, Welsh and English.
But I chose to go for a West Country accent, partly because I ran a bar in Bristol for a while, and I had a lot of Bristolians come through, giving it all this, you know, I quite like that.
Brendan was very specific in that convicts had tattoos.
The tattoos are interesting. I learnt some interesting things about them, particularly the flower pot. No one to this day is really quite sure what it means, but it was hugely popular. There was a large amount of convicts that ended up, by the time they got off the boat, with this flower pot.
To go the reverse way and say, well, here I am, I'm a convict, come and find me. I think that's a novel approach.
So I was in the zone, it was great.
Come find me.
Discover your story at Ancestry.